Good morning, everyone. This is Liddell Moore. I'm getting ready to bring you another little quick video. Today, the project at hand is going to be making a what I consider as a minnow hotel, and we're going to be using these milk crates, and we're also going to be using some more fish habitat that I'm making up. So we're going to just get right into it and go ahead and explain to you what we're going to be doing. So I didn't take the time to actually show you the process as we were making these other ones, because you guys have been keeping up with the channel and notice all the other ones. You already seen how I've been going about, making those and everything. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump right on into it. So, what these here are is some little plastic bowls, and what they are, can't really tell too much by looking at it that way. Get one of the other ones. But what these are Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls. I tend to eat a lot of these breakfasts, and I usually save these little old plastic bowls at work. And what I done was decided I'm gonna use these little bowls for my molds. So anyway, you can go online if you want to. There are a lot of things on eBay that people sell. And I noticed on eBay, you can go on there and you can actually find these Jimmy Dean little old bowls in by them, if you want to get into making some of these. Or you can use, I think Dixie make a little old, sort of a waxy type of a cardboard bowl, which is basically about the same size. And you can go and order some of them if you want to do that, for a mold. But anyway, I'm just showing you what I'm using. The bowls I already had, so they didn't cost me anything. It was just basically was going to be trash after I finished eating out of them or whatever. But that's something you can do or use whatever. But anyway, let me show you how I go about getting these things out of this bowl once I get them pulled in it and dry. What I usually do is take this little plastic pudding knife, and I go on this one side and shove it down in here, and work it down in here to maybe about halfway to 3/4 away on that one side. I take it out and come around on the opposite side and do the same thing. Just work it down in there. Take your time, work it down in there. Once you get it worked down in there, and once you get it taken out, go ahead and lay it on the side and go to working it all the way around like that there, and that thing will pop right out of there. Pop right out of there with no problem. So let's go ahead and do this other one. I've already done the other ones over there. Nothing to it. It's not rocket science. So you got to worry about it being hard to deal with to do it. On these right here, you can notice that I got 2 extra pieces of tubing in here. You can see those. My initial plan was, when I put these tubes in here, I put tape, some black tape on the other end of it. And my plan was to take a screwdriver or something other and punch through and have a hole, 2 holes through the bottom of this here. And I was going to use them holes to zip tie these things in. But the first one I tried, the whole thing just split in half, so I just abandoned that idea. So anyway, let's get back to the project at hand. Okay, so as you can see, I cut the bottom out of this one right here. I've already cut the bottom out of this one right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one, get me another zip tie. So I'm gonna take this one trying to make sure I'm getting them all set the same. So what I want to do is run that zip tie on either side of it, like so. We're gonna go ahead and place this thing inside of it, like so. Get these gloves off, 'cause I can work better without the gloves on this part of it here. And I want to run that zip tie through this way. So you get it run in there like that. Anyway, let me get this camera right here where you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Get a little bit closer. See if they're gonna help y'all out as far as seeing what I got going on. Okay. So what I done, I got the zip tie run through, and if you can see, I come across that side here and across this side here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and pull it tight. Alright, so that's got it. You guys can see I got the zip tie in here and it's going right across the top of it. And you can take this thing and you can turn it upside down, anything, any way you want to do it. You can take it and shake it and go on, and there's very little movement in it at all. So that's how I'm going to secure these things in here. So next thing is going to be this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have at least 8 of these things. It's going to be tied together. So let's turn this camera around here. As you can see, I've already got another one. It's already done, like so. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be the end piece right here. This is going to be the one in the middle. And those two pieces are going to fit together like that. And as you can see straight on through, like this. And I'm going to have each one of them the same way. They're going to be open. We can pass all the way through. And then the one on the end, it'll have a closed end on it, like so. Now, right here where they're going to join together at, I'm going to have to drill some holes on either side, on either milk crate, so I can run a zip tie through to hold them together. And I'm going to wind up doing them like that all the way around, and that's how I'm going to sandwich them together. As for these bigger holes here, not sure if you guys can see them or not. Let's get one of these other ones. As for these bigger holes go right here, I'm going to take this material, what I cut off of it, and I'm going to cut it and have it where I can go over those holes and use it for a patch, like so. What that's going to do is, this is going to be, as I said earlier, this is going to be my minnow hotel, where the minnows can go inside of there and be safe, and they won't have to be worried about the predator fish getting to them. And I'm going to use this material to plug up these bigger holes so that the predator fish won't be able to go in there and get to them. Now what I'm doing is creating a safe haven for the minnows to go in there and not be bothered with the predator fish, and at the same time they can go in there, they can breed, spawn, whatever they need to do, you know, to go ahead and make other little old minnows or whatever. And so this is what I'm going to wind up doing once I get this thing complete. Like I said, I'm going to have about 8 of them done together, and what I want to do is have a total of about 4 to 8 feet of it done the same way. And once I get my fish pond done, these things here, what they're gonna do, I'm gonna have them sitting underneath the deck. So you imagine, if you will, you imagine that this board here is the deck. You that's gonna be your deck. And these things are gonna be sitting directly underneath the deck in the shade. And then anybody want to fish off the deck, they can fish off the deck right here. And you're gonna have a predator fish that's gonna be hanging around trying to get to those bait fish, and then you sit right there and you can wear those doggone bluegill, catfish, or whatever that's gonna be hanging around here. You're gonna sit there and you can just have yourself a ball with them. But anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing today. And what I'm gonna do now is we'll go ahead and get everything set back up here like I wanted here on the workbench. And I'm gonna get started cutting the rest of them out of the ones that I'm gonna cut out. So y'all guys y'all just stay tuned, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a time lapse, and I'll go ahead and knock these other ones out. So y'all just hang in there. So as you can see, people, we've already took time and cut all these in out. So we're now ready to get started with go ahead and finish putting the rest of the habitat, mount them inside of here. And once we get them all mounted inside of each one of these other ones, we're gonna be ready to get started drilling holes in here and zip tying these in together. So if y'all will, y'all just go ahead and stay tuned, and we're gonna go ahead and keep this show rolling. We're gonna go ahead and put it back up on the time lapse. So anyway, people, you guys are taking a first-hand look at what it looked like from the inside as far as what's going to be the actual end result. So now I got one on this other one right here. This is one going to be on the very end. So what we're going to do is we'll wind up putting that one on the end like so. And this is what it's going to look like basically when I'm finished with it. Like I said, the only thing else I got to do to it is I'm going to drill holes in all of them where I can zip tie them together, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug up these holes all the way around on every one of them with that material you see I got laying right there on the ground. So that's gonna take care of that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set this camera right quick. I'm gonna go inside and try to see if I can find some smaller zip ties. I got some bigger zip tie, but I don't want to use my bigger zip tie to put them together. I may be forced to do that, use a few of them, but I really don't want to do that. I'd rather use them bigger zip ties on the habitat itself. That habitat that I'm putting in there has got that concrete on there. That's going to add weight to this these crates and keep these crates also from floating up. So I'm not going to have to worry about them floating up. But anyway, let me see if I can find these other zip ties now. We'll be right back. But there you have it. I got it all put together now. right, people. I want to go ahead and put a few of those plugs in there so you can see what they were going to look like. As I plugged up a few of those holes. That way you get the idea exactly what I'm talking about. All right, people, we back. I want to go ahead and show you how I attach these little old pieces over these here. I wound up doing a couple of them, and that's all I done. Just cut them little pieces out like that, then drill a couple holes in and run some zip ties on them. I'm gonna do that all the way around wherever you see those bigger holes at in here, on the top and on the sides. I'm not gonna worry about doing them on the bottom, because on the bottom in there, as you can see down in there, the habitat is more or less kind of setting over halfway of the hole on each one of them. So I ain't really got to worry about that. Plus, this thing here is the way it's gonna be set, and I ain't gonna have to really worry about that too much. But as far as fish coming up from that bottom like that, if I set it on the ground, I'm definitely not gonna have to worry about it. But if I decide to put it up on some 8x8 by 16 masonry blocks, then I'll go ahead and make a decision whether or not I'm gonna go ahead and plug those up on the bottom or not. I'll probably go ahead and plug them up anyhow, just for in case I have that. I can have that for an option as far as set them up on some center blocks. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is what I'm gonna call the minnow hotel, and these crates that you see that I have here. I had a co-worker and a good friend by the name of R.J. Pierce that donated these crates to the fish pond, and those buckets you see sitting on the bottom there, he donated those as well. And Mr. Buddy Reed also made a donation of some buckets. So anyway, I want to let y'all guys know that y'all automatically been put on the invite list. Whenever I get this pond here laid out and get it ready to go, y'all names already on the invite list, so don't you worry about it. Y'all gonna get a chance to come over there and wet a hook. But anyway, it's gonna be Ladale Moore, located down here in southern Alabama, with brush hogging in the dirty south. Y'all take care, and thanks for watching.